Hello and welcome everyone. This is Golden Lion Tarot here to do another pick a card reading for you. And today's topic will be what zodiac sign could really help you. So a lot of times we look in people that listen to tarot readings also love astrology. And it's really fun to get in depth and pull out like the new information, things that have been like bubbling in the depths of your soul. Sometimes we're able to release them through learning about our zodiac sign, learning about different astrology signs and how they influence us, our moon and our sun. It's just really fascinating if you're into that to discover these pieces of you. Right, so today I thought it'd be cool to just like ask the cards, ask your guides from my viewers' guides, and what astrological sign could really benefit you at this time. All right, and remember, these are timeless readings that I do, so whenever this video comes to you, that is when it should be applied to your life. Okay, and we'll start with pile number one. We've got this selenite crystal, and it's a tower that I've had for about 9 years now, 8 to 9. Great for cleansing and clearing, keeping the vibration high. And I set it in this unakite bowl. It's actually a medicine crusher or an herb crusher. I have like a grinder that goes to it, smasher. This crystal wants to help us to clear out old, unuseful energies that are clinging to us somehow. Time to get rid of things that we no longer use. All right, and then pile number two, we've got this really cool, this is a wild daffodil that is so cool. I've had it for a couple days now, and yesterday I realized I needed to put it in my readings. So this flower wants to come through and say hi and bring you so much joy. My son spotted it up a pretty good sized hill, and he went barreling after it, and he's on crutches right now, so it was quite the sight to see. He brought it home. All right, and then pile number three, we've got this small little succulent plant. So cool. It's like a vortex. And yes, it is real. I just watered it. All right. So those are the piles. If you need more time to look at them, go right ahead. Okay, so pile number one, you chose this really awesome selenite with the unakite bowl. Selenite just reminds me of magic. I mean, if something can purify air, then I would say that is magic. Magic is real, guys. And if you don't know that yet, it's just a matter of time before you will. Oh, my cat agrees. So it just takes time to develop. And that is because we are so shrouded in the 3D old ways that as you loosen and release all the 3D energies, it takes so much time because you really need to like know what you're doing and feel every section that you release. Every bit of energy needs to be fully understood, fully integrated before it can be released. That's why it takes time. Okay, and that's also why the energies can feel like they resurface and resurface before they fully clear. Okay, so your cards, let's see. We've got, I remember a whole bunch of, so I used my Moonology deck. And just to let you know, I guess I'll do it at the end of the reading because I forgot to say what cards I've used. So the Moonology deck I was using for the astrology. I thought that just one card would come out. But as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards came out. So we'll see. So I'm going to guess that what astrological signs plural could help you. Oh, or we've got surrender to the divine. Okay, full moon energy. Something's building within you. And the divine wants you to notice this and surrender to it. And we've got have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So the energy building again. And we've got first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. All right, I don't have a sign here. We'll see if we get... And then we've got, okay, full moon in Virgo. You are enough. So whatever you are, whatever your interests are, is exactly what you're meant to be. You are enough, beautiful starseed, beautiful light worker. Recognition and reward. Oh, harmony. So I'm feeling that Virgo will be the main zodiac sign that could be of service to you. And funny enough, Virgo is the sign of service. So Virgos are really good at helping other people. Then you've got the seeker of boons. So you got the page of pentacles. So I feel that you are looking for something. I feel that if Virgo is the sign that you are in need of, then Virgos rule the digestion part of the body, and it could be a good time for you to start sorting things in your life, finding out what it is that you're using versus what it is that you're not using, and start ridding your home, ridding your heart, ridding your mind of the things that are no longer useful. So it's like something's building here, and it's time to like put in the hard work. Let's see if we can get some cards. This is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. All right, we've got the sunlight, number 19, beautiful. You are the sun. The sun is being shown upon you. Oh my goodness, I want to put that right there. Okay, I almost pulled this one, so let's see what it is. Four of Visions. So maybe there's something that's disappointing you, that there just is, that you're not getting any satisfaction out of your life anymore. You could be a bird watcher, or you could love insects. the Five of Cups, the Five of Visions. So maybe it's time to get lost in what it is that you are dreaming about, but going it's like you have a lot of dreams and things going on and you've been chasing them, okay? But Virgo wants to remind you that it's really important at this point. I feel like you're really, hold on, let's pull one more card. Give me a little more information. All right, then we've got the Devil. Okay, so I just heard the Devil's in the detail. So I feel like some detail is needed to sort out your life. So it would be a really good idea if you got like a pen and paper and went through your house and was like, I use this for that, I use this for that, but this type of shirt I don't wear anymore. So it's time for you to leave. I feel like you may get, I also feel that you're super like mystical and magical, and and you're a dreamer. You like to fantasize, you're magical, you're into maybe witchcraft and creation through like spells and rituals of those sort. And Virgo wants to remind you that you are also on earth, dear soul. So we need to also like create an earthly excitement for ourselves as well. Like, I feel that you have like a really awesome ability to commune with your spirit guides, to communicate with the other side. You're probably really good at meditating. You love to meditate, maybe yoga. You're good at connecting with the other realms. Let's check out with the Light Seers Tarot. So here he is meditating. So that's a confirmation on that. I feel like you're really good at connecting to your heart and just being with people and flowing with people and just like flowing from like each thing that you do. And Virgo would want to remind you that if you could get more organized in your life, that it could even affect your relationships in a positive way. Maybe people that you've dated have said that you're kind of like airy fairy, and Virgo's very grounding and earthly and very organized. So Virgo people are really organized and they're good at throwing away things that they don't know any longer need. I see you doing the laundry and sorting like the colors, like black, the blacks over here, the whites over here, the colors over there, and just doing that. So then you do that with your life. So take your life and get in this, maybe you would need like a filing system or something to get everything alphabetized. Something wants to be organized in your life. I feel that with this guy's called the Liar, it's causing like some chaos for you to not have a good organization. Virgo also rules the digestion, which also sorts out the foods that we eat. So this is going to bring you like complete satisfaction if you start getting organized and declutter around you. I feel like life can almost feel like it's tricking you, like deceiving you. Like life feels like awful because you want to just be in this flowy, beautiful, flow with the day energy, but it almost feels like life could lie to you and deceive you, and that's just because you can't like find your keys when it's time to go. Or that's just because you can't find your library book that's overdue, or you can't, like find the outfit that matches, because your shirts would, if you'd be able to be a lot more like everything would run smoother if like you'd put your shirts all colors in one section and then all the other colors in another section. I just keep you seeing sorting clothes, sorting clothes, sorting clothes. So maybe you have a lot of clothes. I think this is going to bring you a lot of like satisfaction, and you're going to feel like a rock solid person. I think it may take some serious perseverance on your part to get to this point, because I keep seeing you like this Four of Visions. So I see you just enjoying your mind, not really paying attention to your surroundings. And then I see you chasing a ball, having like fun, just like really enjoying the moment and going with the flow. And that's so cool that you can do that, because a lot of people can't. But it can also cause confusion if you don't like surrender to the fact that you are a human on earth, and you also have to grow things on earth and be a part of the earth community. I think it's really awesome that you have mysticism, and you meditate, and you're really like close to your higher self. I think that's where you dream at. That's where your heart is. But there's a lot to be said about organization. I think that your dreams are going to start showing themselves better after you get a little bit more organized. You can also use this to sort your mental energy. We have him sitting here, and his mind, I feel like there's a crown above his head. So his thoughts are organized. His thoughts are one after another. They're not, here comes a thought, then there comes a thought, then there comes a thought, then there comes a thought. It's not like that for this guy. He's like, okay, that's a thought that I can have. Maybe I'll set it aside and look at it later, or maybe I'll look at it now. But he's very aware of each thought that enters his mind. He feels at peace with his emotions because his thoughts are under control. His heart is at peace. He feels emotionally secure. He doesn't feel the drama because he's like balancing things, balancing his life, balancing his thoughts, and balancing his heart. His heart is especially balanced. There's no confusion around him. And he is a king. So you are good enough. Who you are is really amazing. Virgo energy just wants you to start striving for more practical earth energy. So this card says that your commitment is being tested. So maybe you have you already know what you want to create in this earth. And a little bit of balance and a little bit of dependability of knowing where something is when it's time to go, or knowing where something is when you go for it, could really bring about a change for new energy to come in for you. You are awesome, without a doubt. You are a beautiful emotional being, and that's so cool. And you really like float, and I feel like you just like flow from emotion to emotions too. But here you are seeking something else. Maybe you're into like mushrooming or like growing things, and this could be the thing that you organize and start creating from. Because I think you're really good at dealing with intuition. So if you get a little bit more organized, your intuition will even be more on point. Earth signs are like really down to earth, and Virgos are super good at serving. But I don't think a Virgo would be so good at serving if they weren't so amazing at putting everything in order, sorting out the good from the bad. You know, they don't like they don't spend a lot of time like getting emotional over what thing comes next at them. They more so look at it and say, okay, what do I have to do with this? Where does this thing go? Where do I have to place this? They have a lot of perseverance because of that, because they're really good at putting like their emotions in this area, their thoughts over here, and their dreams over here. And then they disperse their energy like evenly between everything. This is a balanced Virgo, okay? I'm talking about, of course. And then like prosperity just blooms out of it. So I think this would affect your life and it would really affect your relationships as well. See if any more cards want to come out. And it would also affect what you're creating. It would just take off. It's like paying attention to the details. Like we see these three people working on this gorgeous weave. That takes a lot of patience, a lot of delegating roles. You hold this while I pin this while you get the color ready. It's like there's a lot of detailed oriented work going into this. Yep, they might have a lot of like fun doing it and laughs, but that's like secondary. That grows out of the detailed work that they do. So it's like if you take care of the small details, the minute things, then something different's gonna just come birthing out. Confusion will just fade away and you'll be able to go the distance. You won't feel like you're being tricked by the universe anymore. You'll feel in control. You'll feel like, okay, I don't have to pretend I don't have to daydream and pretend I want to be somewhere else, or I don't have to daydream anymore. I don't have to pretend I want to be here. I actually do. Because you're going to feel comfortable, more comfortable, and you're going to start having faith in your dreams. That's cool. So whatever you're dreaming is going to be super exciting to see come into fruition. I definitely see you've got great things coming. So very cool to have tapped into your energy. And I think that I can also take stuff out of this reading. So that's really awesome. All right. I send you guys a lot of blessings. And just remember that Virgos can also be perfectionists. We don't want to be so perfect that there's no room for things to move either. Sometimes Virgos can just like be so good at making things work in a system that there's no room for magic to come in. So yes, we definitely need your that magic that you bring to the table in this world. Okay, that's just natural for you. All right, so thank you for joining me with this reading. If you could please leave me a like, give me a comment, an emoji would be great. Subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful as well. Helps me to connect with your energy and grow this channel. All right, thank you, pile number 1. Hello and welcome, pile number 2. Today you chose this beautiful wild daffodil. And I think it's so beautiful. I've seen yellow daffodils. This is the first time I've seen one that's white and yellow. The bottom's starting to fray a little bit, but it's still sucking up water because the water level was down today. I've had it for 2 days now. Okay. So really beautiful to see nature showing us such gorgeous things. And let's get this where you can actually see it. Let's see. How about right here? Right? There we go. There's your pretty daffodil. Okay, so let's get started, pile 2. And I've got the Moonology cards for this reading, and we've got 2 of them for you. So what zodiac sign or signs could really be beneficial to you right now? And you've got full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. All right, so Cancer is all about feelings and moving through the feelings and feeling all the feelings. They're really good at feeling their feelings. Then we've got Scorpio full moon. Wow, it's time to release negativity. Ooh, you got all the feels today, pile number 2. And I moved this, so I'm just trying to get it back. I did move it on the in between readings because I was trying to make it so you could see things better. I don't know if I did it first time, but we're gonna roll with where it is now. Okay, then we've got, I might have to move it again, oh my goodness. Suffering in Silence, number 9. Oof. All right. Then we've got Balance. So your spirit guides are coming through strongly right now, and you are such a feeling-oriented person that if you can settle your thoughts, you will be able to feel them. They are working with you, working in your daily, just all throughout your day. Okay, then we've got Spiritual Union. Okay, some of you are in union, some of you are not, but your emotions are affecting your union. All right, then you've also got the 3 of Cups or the 3 of Visions. It looks like you really enjoy the company of friends. I think that's a really important thing to you for this pile. Okay, so I'm going to put these guys up here because that's like your main energies. Let's see. We've got Cancer full moon and Scorpio full moon. And both of the moons being full is showing me that this is reaching a conclusion. The energies that you're going through, possibly you're really feeling like overwhelmed by suffering and pain that you've endured, and I feel like it's probably due to like friends, family. Also could be like in a place of employment or a place that you went to a lot in your days, in your past. I feel that you probably have told so many people about this and you don't even know, and you feel like you're suffering in silence, because I feel like Scorpios can be super dramatic, and they can, if they have someone that they're close to, then they're going to tell them all of their problem, or Cancer's going to tell a lot of their problems to somebody that they feel close to. And Scorpio will too, if they feel super close to somebody. So you feel that you're suffering in silence, but I doubt that you are. I want to say that. I'm sure that somebody knows about your pain. And even if they don't know about your pain, your spirit guides know about your pain. So please don't feel that you are suffering all alone, because you know we all have to bear a heavy load in this life. That's why star seeds and light workers are here, is to bear a heavy load. And we've heard this story before. You came here just to feel that pain and suffering, because only you will be the one that's able to transform it and transmute it. So you are specially picked to bear this pain and suffering. You're not alone. You might feel like you're alone, but you're not alone. And if you don't have somebody close to speak to, your spirit guides know exactly what's going on all the time. And if you are able to just look at your pain in a way that doesn't demolish your peace and your serenity, then you'll be able to see that. Is it okay to look at pain with peace and serenity? Absolutely. That's the healthy way to look at pain. It doesn't diminish the fact that you have pain. That's not at all what I want to say, and that's not at all what it does. It just opens up light. It opens up a door to your pain. It opens up a door to your pain so that your pain can be fully seen. If you're only looking at the negative aspects of your pain, then you're not fully seeing your pain. And you think you're fully seeing your pain because you're staring at your pain in the eye. You're staring at your pain full on, but you're not. Because when you fully look at your pain, then you discover that there was actually something good that came out of it. It's a bittersweet victory at first, and then it becomes a sweet victory. And then you have a full circle recovery with your pain. Right? Let's pull a couple lights here, deck cards. This is where you are with when you see your pain in a full spectrum. Looking at your pain on every level. Looking at your pain from every lens. Feeling through your pain. Even feeling the good parts of your pain. That's what brings the rainbow. That's what brings the harmony. That's what brings the balance. That's what will bring you a spiritual union. I feel that you crave being with a partner. I feel that being with the ultimate partner is like your dream come true, but you have always felt like you've been lied to, cheated, and that your partners have stolen from you something. They take from you. And that's because you're not seeing the whole situation. I do feel that you can strongly depend on your friends, though. You do have a good group of friends, or else you have a really awesome spirit team. I just see them like circling around you and egging you on and wanting to pat you on the back. But you have to taper the harsh words that flow out of your mouth easily. If you can taper the harsh words that flow out of your mouth easily, then you'll be able to have a different view. And that might piss you off right now, but it's what's calling you. And it's a time for release. You have a personal issue that's reaching a solution. It's going to be resolved. You're going to get release. It's time. Do you want to be bogged down in negativity your whole life? Or do you want to see the good side to the pain that you are in? Because Scorpios can be obsessive. If somebody does them wrong, they can obsess over it. If they have an ex-husband and they go through a divorce, or an ex-wife and they were done dirty in the courtroom, then I can see a Scorpio just obsessing over it for years and years, and it eventually causing them great pain in their body. Instead of saying all of these harsh words to your ex that don't get you anywhere, how would it feel to feel balanced inside so that you didn't have to say anything to them? I'm not saying that your pain isn't real. It's very, very, very real, and you have every right to be bogged down in it. But how long do you want to stay bogged down in it? Your spirit guides are trying to hold your hand. They're trying to raise you up. You even have earthly friends trying to do this for you. Somehow, you're not seeing that fully. But you're going to. And when you do, you're going to have a spiritual union. You're going to attract a soulmate. You're going to attract, this soulmate may be a friend. It may be a lover. But it's time to release negativity. I feel that Cancers are super nurturing. Cancers love to nurture. You love to nurture. That's what you want to embrace. Here you are with your friends again. Your friends want to embrace you. And they feel that they can't fully embrace you because of the negativity that you hold on to. They don't want to hold on to it anymore with you. They just want to hold you and see how beautiful you've become and how you've grown out of it. You've got the Three of Cups twice. You have such a strong unit around you. Or it's coming, dear one. It's coming, my sweet, sweet starseed. My sweet, sweet light worker that's been all beat up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Scorpios are highly intuitive. So I know that that's the thing. You're like, how can I release this pain and this negativity when it's there? I'm highly susceptible to it. I can feel that my ex is pushing this stuff onto me. I can feel how sneaky my ex is. So why wouldn't I talk about it and shed light on it? Because, dear sweetheart, because you can have more than that. Forget about him or her for a little while and embrace love. Because love is higher than all of it. Embrace watching your children play. Embrace the moments that you can actually be still. Life can be hectic. I feel like your life can be super hectic in this pile. And that's painful in itself. Okay? So don't harbor these old emotions to your exes. It's time to start isolating the thoughts. Isolate those thoughts. Catch them when they enter your brain. As soon as you have a negative thought about this person, you don't understand that you're obsessing over it. That's the thing. Okay? Obsession becomes second nature. It can become just a habit. When you start discovering this, then you can start stilling your brain. That's going to be the first step to stilling your brain. Stilling every thought that just comes swoop, swoop, takes over it all. Maybe somebody did you wrong at a job and you just can't stop feeling the pain from it. I know that you see through people easily, but stop seeing their negative qualities and start seeing what the love that you bring to the table and what you are, and start blocking yourself from these people so that you can embrace the love, who you are. And when you start thinking about them being these sneaky, terrible specimen of a human, put down the gate, put up a brick wall. Don't think about them. Instead think, or if you're going to think about them, instead think, wow, you were so terrible to me that I am going to grow and become this. You were so terrible to me that I am going to now be allowed to become an angel out of it. This is your recovery. And at first it will feel bittersweet. It's going to feel like, oh, you're losing. But I promise you that's only a moment. That's only going to be for a little isolated time until you discover what's coming next. You're not suffering in silence. You're not suffering in secret. You're not suffering and everyone's got their back to you. That's not what's going on. We can all see what it is. I can feel it. And I've never even seen your face. I can feel your suffering. You have every right to be sad, mad, and upset about it. Yup. Feel your feelings. Definitely feel your feelings. But don't let your feelings control your life. Don't let your feelings control the outcome of your life. See, you are the spell maker. You've got the Three of Cups again. Oh, I'm sorry. You've got the Three of Wands, okay? The Three of Wands. But you do have 333, so magic is in the making. Okay? Magic is all around you. You are so intuitive, and you are such a spellcaster. Like, your words have a lot of weight to them. And Scorpio is trying to tell you that you are super magical. You are super intense. So watch where you put your intensity to, because every moment you're casting spells. Every time you speak, you're casting a spell. Every time you have a thought, you're casting your spell. So what spells are you casting? And then we've got this card on the top. This is, I just see you in despair, walking all over saying, oh my goodness, but I was done so dirty. And yes, you were. You were done so dirty. You were done so dirty. You were done so dirty. Is that enough? Do you need me to talk about it over and over and over and over and over and over again so that that's all that you feel? If that's what you need, then you're not going to enjoy anything. Cancer wants you to start enjoying the happy emotions because you're super emotional. You're super nurturing. You are like the grand nurturer. And Cancer wants to salute you for that because you've done a hell of a job being a nurturer. Have you been nurtured back quite as well? Have you been nurtured? Hell no. No, you haven't. Nope. Nope. And you've walked around lost in the woods over and over because this has happened over and over. But you want to know what? This is changing now because it's time to release negativity. It's time to release obsessions that are not healthy. Wow, you are so, yeah, you you are so strong. You're like a really serious creator. So what do you want to create? It's like, oh, your words, your words, your words, your thoughts, your thoughts, your thoughts. Soon nobody's going to be able to steal from you. Nobody's going to be able to cheat you. No one's going to be able to lie. People might try to lie to you, but you're going to be able to block them so fast because you've discovered what's higher than what is higher than the intense pain that one day surrounded you. Let's see if anything else wants to come out for you. Oh, there you are. There you go. You're there. You are creating something new, getting a reward. This is your magic ring. This is your mood ring, showing your mood all the time. What mood do you want to display? Yeah, it's going to take a little time to get good at it. It will. But if you put the effort in, trust me, the effort will be given to you. You will receive all that you put into it. That's a promise. This is the beginning of your growth. And there's going to be a day 3 years from now that your growth is so huge that then you can teach other people how to get out of this terrible cycle of strife and pain and endless talking about how you've been wronged. Also, it might be time to release a little bit of, I think it's mind clutter that you need to release though. But sometimes cancers can hold on to things so long and they just don't know how to throw things away because they believe that they might be able to use it later. In fact, I know a Cancer that has their own store that sells used items. So it's like, it's an antique plus collectible of used items type of store. So that's just like showing what a Cancer can do. Sometimes they can hold on to things past their due date, and other times it can be super beneficial. But that's also showing that same sort of energy just put on items, things that we can accumulate within the home. All right, so, and Scorpios can be quite extreme people. They can be secretive, so maybe you have a secret passion that's growing inside of you. Yeah, once you release that, you'll be able to come into union with yourself, with your soulmate, and with your soul friends. Okay, so that was, you guys are so powerful. You guys are so mystical, magical people. I feel that you're really like a force to be reckoned with. So I'm excited to see you come to this ending and to start this new beginning. And it's just like been an honor to do this reading for you. Enjoy what is coming to you and give me a like, give me a subscription if you haven't subscribed, so you can help me to grow this channel and I can connect to your energies more and I can continue doing these readings for you. All right, thank you. Take care, pile 2. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. You chose this succulent, almost like an aloe plant, vortex plant. That's what I'll call it. It's got tiny little vortices all around it. See all the little new ones growing on the side? Oh, and my cat wants to show you how beautiful he is today. Oh, he likes the plant. All right, Joops. Let us have the camera, okay? All right, so our topic for today is what astrological sign could really benefit you, okay? And I pre-shuffled some cards, and let's see, I think I moved some things around, so let's get things back in order. Let's get this where you can see it. All right, so pile number 3. I pulled some Moonology cards for you, and you've got, oh, we've got Virgo energy again. A time to give rather than take. A time to give rather than take. All right, that's new moon energy. Virgos are super good at giving. They find a lot of joy in giving to others and in being in service and helping to create a healthier, better environment for humanity. And we've got, ooh, a new romance cycle begins. New moon, another new moon in Libra this time. All right, so Libras are really, they are the scale. Need I say more? They're the great equalizers of the world. They like to see all sides of situations and give everyone a fair shake and a fair turn at saying what it is that they are trying to achieve, and they love to help. They're really good at partnerships and bringing people together, bringing families together, having parties, holding centers for public needs. They're good at seeing all sides of the situation. Then we've got another new moon. So you have a new beginning here. Confidence is your key to success. Nice. New moon in Leo. Leos are the leaders of the zodiac. They are the bringers of new energies. They are the bringers of new ideas, new fads. They are very charismatic and flirty and fun. And they know how to start any sort of new energy that needs to be co-opted into our world. They're like the energy that's behind that. All right, and then we've got the crown chakra. So what are you creating from the crown chakra, pile 3? Ooh, there we go, new beginnings. It's gonna feel like you're walking on top of the world. So cool. You have movement coming, choices coming, and decisions to be made. You've got some great and new energies coming. And you also have the Seeker of Spells. So the Page of Wands, that's that new energy out, looking for new and positive ways, bringing in energies that were not there before, all coming, creating out of your, just straight from the ethers to your crown chakra, and to your heart. Downloads, you're being downloaded, so you have something. It's like you know what it is that you're supposed to be creating. And I keep seeing this Libra, I just see this scale, and I because the Libra's card's right in between the Virgo and the Leo card, I just see Virgo on one side of the scale and Leo on the other side of the scale, and it wobbling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until it's going to come to a steady, smaller and smaller standstill, until everything is balanced, and then these energies can just come flooding in and opening up a brand new cycle. So you're creating something new, and on one hand you've got a Virgo energy and a Leo energy. So I feel like you could benefit from both. I feel like Virgo wants to show you what's needed to create a new energy. Is it this type of situation or this type of situation? It's both. So in order to bring a new energy in, you need to first have the Leo energy. You have to get the ball rolling. You have to get the idea. You have to have the fire. You have to have the initiative. You have to have the desire, the want. You have to have the fire to get the flame started, the idea. And then after you have that beautiful thing, that's not all that Leo energy is, because Leo rules the heart, and it also rules the head, if I'm correct. You need the heart and head to bring something to fruition. You have to have the idea, but then you have to also have the what's it called when you just keep going day after day after day after day after day. You have to have like the runners have it, where they just don't quit. And it's like on the tip of my tongue. The stamina, you have to have the stamina to keep going, like day after day, when you're bringing in a new idea, a new project. So then you're going to have to use then comes the other side of the scale, Libra, the great balancer. So I feel like it's important for you to balance between both of these energies. Virgo will show you how to put the plan into action, take care of the fine little details, get the rest that's going to be required for you to put in the long hours or the new hours, or to get the right amount of sleep you're going to need, so that you feel healthy enough to make this idea come into life. And I feel like I keep stuttering, so maybe this is something that you just keep going back and forth with. Maybe you've had the idea, but you haven't put any solid roots into it, and that's fine. That's okay. This is just showing you what's next for you, what astrological signs could help you to, within the next week, within the next month, within the next year, however it's going to work for you. These are the energies that you'll be pulling from in order to make it all run solid, make it all run stable. All right, let's pick a few cards. Let's start with the green cards, which I can't can't even remember what they're called. Let's see. The Forest of Enchantment. All right. Ooh, the Lovers. So, could be once you start stably grounding this new idea that you have, you're going to bring in a lover also, or else you're going to bring in this new idea with your lover, with your future partner, or with the partner that you have right now. Libra does rule partnerships, and this shows two people fully wrapped up into each other. Maybe they're talking about their dreams and their ideas and what they want to bring to the world. Something's growing between them. And it's not just lust. It's a solid foundation. Let's see what else we got. And then we've got the Two of Spells. So I feel like the idea has not quite gotten off the ground yet, because you're kind of at a fork of the road. You're not sure. It's like you've got a bunch of broken, it looks like this guy's got a bunch of broken sticks, and there's magic in the air, but he doesn't quite know what to do with them. He knows that they're magic. He knows he's got something special that no one else has, but he's not sure what to do with it yet. So you're super special. You have something special about you. The Seeker of Boons. We've got this in another reading. So it could be that you're into, I just keep seeing a mushroomer here, or a forager with all the tools on the belt, growing a healthy plan. So it could be that you're into like growing plants, or something that has to do with the plant kingdom. Or else it's just your idea hasn't quite been made. Your idea's been had, but it hasn't quite gotten off the ground yet, which is fine, because you do have this new beginning. I feel like maybe you're like worried about what other people might think if they heard your idea, or if you started doing this plan. Yeah. So you got the Eight of Swords. So you're caught up in possibly what other people are thinking, what other people are going to think when you bring this out to the public. It could be you're worried about the way you're going to look in others' eyes, or you don't want to be like a victim to criticism. But just remember, you're going to have somebody on your side here. There's going to be somebody on your side. And if there isn't somebody physically on your side, you always have your spirit team. They will help you if you ask for your help, but you're going to have people. Libra is all about being awesome in partnerships, whether it's friendships or love. And that's what they crave. That's their whole beingness, is to share, to create with others. You're going to have the help that you need. You're going to find your soulmate. You're going to find the person and that person's going to help you to grow this light. Look at that. And your dreams are going to come true. You're going to have all your heart's desires. You're going to get everything that you ever hoped that you could get. A chest full of gold. Just unimaginable emotional fulfillment. You're going to feel like super creative. You're going to have something different than other people have. And you're going to feel like you're floating on air. You're not going to worry about what all those other people think after a bit. That's just going to be at the beginning. So I think you really need to trust in your ideas that you have, because they're coming through from divine. guidance. Super beautiful and amazing. Trust what you're developing and keep rotating between the Virgo energy and the Leo energy. Let the scale go up and down. Let it go this way, tip a little ways that way until you get to a balance, and you're going to figure it out. Like, gamble on yourself. Leo says gamble on yourself. Your energy might be a little bit scattered right now, but that's where that Libra scale is going to come in and help you to level it off. So, like, if you had the chance to do or become anything that you want to become, what would it be? If you haven't quite figured it out, then you need to answer that question, because this girl right here in this card, that's what she's doing. She's out there claiming who she is, claiming what she wants. She's like a bad ass spellcaster. She's seeking spells too. It's just like what she does. She knows that she's a fiery, magnanimous being on earth, and she came for a specific reason, and she's going to follow her heart to the end of the earth. So are you putting your passions and your dreams into action yet? Maybe not, but Virgo energy will help you to do that. Virgo energy was in the first reading also. And being a leader like the Leo will help you get it started. If you're 30 or 40 years old and you want to learn something new, go back to school, or not even go back to school. Just like create something that doesn't have anything to do with that. Like a brand new energy. Awesome. I think that's super cool. You've got choices and decisions to make. I feel that you've already seen the light and you have felt like a victim long enough. I feel that this victimhood mentality is just gonna fade away. You're not gonna give a crap what other people think of you soon. You're just gonna be like, yep, this is who I am. Fuck off if you don't care. If you don't like to see what I look like, then don't look at me. Because this is who I am. I can't change who I am. Walk on the other side of the street if I offend you. And after you face that, you're just going to be feeling like you're walking on top of the clouds. That you're embarking on this new adventure. And you're going to have a partnership to help you along the way. So cool. Thank you for whatever these new things are that you're bringing into our world, because I'm excited to see what it is. It's obviously been long overdue, or else you wouldn't be feeling this. I feel like you're going to like reach up above beyond the ethers and pull something awesome down. So that's really awesome. I think half of you is going to have to use logic to figure this out, because there is a sort of rules that we have to play here on earth to get a business going, to get things into motion. So you're going to have to play by some of the rules, calling for your Virgo energy, but it's going to be your heart that gets you through most of it. You're definitely going to be pulling a lot of like details and paperwork and maybe things that you don't necessarily love to do, but that's where you're going to shift. You'll shift the burdens onto someone else when it gets to be something that you can't handle or not. It's just not for you. You'll have a partnership, somebody to share the burden with. And you know what they say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I can see you having like a partner where they bring something to the table also. Libra's all about partnerships. Awesome. Very cool. I see you having like 1 foot, and that's the scale again, like 1 foot, and that's Virgo and Leo again, like 1 foot in the water, or more like 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. You'll be able to tie it all together. And you'll do it with beauty and elegance and grace, because Libra will make sure of that. I think that you're going to have like shared successes with this person. A shared like excitement for what you're creating also. Wow. I mean, look at that. It's just, that's like the solar plexus just like on fire, just blossoming, blooming, and exploding. You can't beat working with your soulmate. I mean, that right there would make you feel like this. But I see someone working with their soulmate, but also creating something magical. So cool. Very cool. I think that the responsibilities are going to be shared equally, or you're going to feel like they are shared equally. Whoever is, if somebody's working more than the other, it's okay, because it's all going to like just pan out and be flowy and equal and beautiful. And the light's just going to keep pouring in, and the light's just going to keep pouring out. As you pour out the light will keep pouring in. And you're just going to be in like this creative rotation of a beautiful, endless cycle of giving and creating and becoming and growing. All right. So thank you for joining me, pile number 3. It was a joy and pleasure to read for you. If you could please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel. That'll help me to sync to your energies, and also to help my channel to grow. If you could leave me a comment or like just like an emoji, that will also help. All right, guys, until next time, take care.